Hi, I'm Andrea Woodside, and I'm from Retail Trust, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Fearless Five. So, what is the Fearless Five? Well, the Fearless Five are five things that you can do today if you're feeling disconnected. Some people refer to this as feeling lonely, some of this refer to it as disconnection. I think what's really important to recognize is that there's something that we can all do regardless of where we're at. So, number one is be mindful about how you're using social media. So, we all know people who have this perfect life on social media, and we look at it and we kind of, in the back of our head, know that that can't possibly be real. But there's something in us that tells us that we're not measuring up. So, our suggestion to you is just be really careful. If you find yourself getting fatigued by social media, or you're finding yourself feeling a little bit I don't know, not as exciting as other people or not as happy as other people, just be really clear that it's actually just a mirage. A lot of people use social media to portray something that actually isn't real. So just be really careful about how you're using it. Reach in and reach out. So, what we suggest first is reach in, really explore how you're feeling. Are you feeling disconnected or are you feeling bored? Are you feeling lonely or are you feeling frustrated? Have a think about where you're at first before you start to reach out. It's really important to get clear about how you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Also, reaching out. I mean, the reality is, if we're feeling disconnected, chances are a lot of other people in our lives are too. And don't just consider those people who might be living alone. Consider people who are living with others who may not actually be having a great time either. The old adage, no one's going to knock on your door and enter your life just as you're sitting there happily on your sofa. The point is that we actually have to reach in, understand how we're feeling, and then reach out. Be brave and be fearless. Take that first step, because chances are you're going to find that other people feel exactly the same way that you do. Thirdly, look at disconnection as a fever, which sounds a bit bizarre, but if you think about having a fever in your body, the fever is telling you that there's something going on, that something needs attention. So, with a physical fever, we don't necessarily know what the cause is. It could be bacterial, it could be viral, who knows? But the point is that a fever tells us that something needs treatment. Now, I don't mean medical treatment in terms of disconnection, I mean self care, self treatment. So, if you're feeling disconnected, one of the things you might want to do is step back and think, what is actually missing from my life at this point? Are there people I haven't spoken to for a long time? Am I getting outside into the outside world enough? Doing my walks during the day? Am I connecting with social media in the right way? And that kind of thing. So, disconnection can actually be like a fever. It's telling us something needs attention. It's up to us to give it that attention. Speak to someone. Again, this kind of goes back to reach in, reach out. When we reach out, you might find that there's loads of people who say, you know what, I've been feeling exactly the same way. But if that's not your situation, then speak to somebody who's completely outside of the situation. And in this case, that could be somebody like your GP, or it could be one of our counselors at Retail Trust. We're available 24/7, and we can talk to you about anything that's on your mind, regardless of what it is. And don't forget, it's completely confidential. Just sharing the burden can actually take a whole load off of your shoulders. And you may feel actually more connected after that call than you ever thought possible. Finally, recognize that feeling disconnected is actually a really normal reaction to an abnormal event. All the way through COVID, I've said to a lot of people, we're having a normal reaction to an abnormal event. We've never been through anything like this before. And I think part of the issue too is we don't know when it's going to end. Human beings are amazing at getting through things that have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Well, we've had the beginning, we're in the middle. What a lot of us are struggling with is, how long is this going to go on? Well, the reality is we don't know that. Nobody knows that. But what we can do is take stock of where we're at, look at the things that have gone well for us over the past, say, 9 months, and also look forward to a future. Recognize that there's nothing abnormal about feeling disconnected. Okay, and that can be difficult. That can be really hard. But the point is that this is absolutely fine. Whatever's happening for you is normal. Give us a call at Retail Trust if we can be of any help. Again, we're available 24/7 on 0808 801 0808. Thanks very much.